to Quarantini Time, a show where I get to chat with friends and family while enjoying delicious beverages with them. The number one question I get when I'm interviewing my friends and family is, "How's your mom doing?" Well, here to tell you for herself is my mom, Sydelle McCabe. Hi, Mom. Welcome to Quarantini Time.
Hi, Laura.
What are we drinking tonight?
I have a can of peach-flavored bubbly,
As in Michael Bublé?
as in bubbly.
I just have a good old glass of tap water.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So it was kind of hard to come up with questions for you tonight. So I reached out to my siblings. You have 4 kids total.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
being the greatest child of them all.
What?
Who is
I
your
can't hear
favorite
you.
child?
I have no favorites. Each one of you is special in your own little way.
What a mom answer. It's okay, nobody will see this video. You can say it's me.
Yeah, right.
Which one of us is the funniest?
Me. I'm not going to fall for that one. I've seen it too many times in argument.
That one was submitted by your youngest son, Pat McCabe.
Ah, I see. Did he have an answer?
Oh, we all know what the answer is. Pat's the funniest.
Oh, okay.
This question submitted by your other son, Joshua McCabe.
Yes.
Who was the biggest troublemaker growing up?
Yeah, that's a tough one. Are we talking? I don't think I ever got any police calls, so that one's out. Are we talking who got hurt the most?
Well, that was me.
Yeah, right. Since Josh posed the question, ask him how the view is from the roof of the house and what happened to the deck. I'm trying to think if there's any others. Those are 2 big ones. Who broke the fan?
Well, that was Patrick.
Oh, okay.
Patrick
sure.
with a Cabbage Patch doll.
Yes, to the fan.
Fun to watch socks fly around the room, but everything goes to hell when you throw a Cabbage Patch up there.
Yeah, it just doesn't work quite as well as socks.
That's it about us kids. We're pretty boring other than that. So you work up, it's called On the Hill is how everyone else refers to it, but it's with the School Sisters of Notre Dame, the nuns
Yes.
up there at the nunnery. How has this whole COVID coronavirus thing affected life up on the hill?
It's not good. It's been very, very challenging. We started with, what did we start with? Washing your hands and distancing and no visitors. And that was actually about a week after I got back from California. There were no visitors allowed. That right there is pretty tough. And then we went to, of course, the distancing and the washing of hands and that sort of thing. And some of those things are just hard to explain to elders, those older than me. By the way, I am one of the young ones on the hill. So, and then it went to, of course, for the sisters, it was tough when we couldn't celebrate Mass. And we went to prayer services. And then just last Tuesday, we went to where no one could come in groups into the chapels. So that was very difficult because that meant that we would live stream prayer services and the sisters would watch it on their televisions in their room. I had the privilege of being the first one to live stream for healthcare on Tuesday afternoon. And it's pretty different in an empty church. Look at the camera, look at there is no crowd. So it's very difficult. But the one thing I do have to say is that the administration on the Hill has been on top of this. They have been ahead of everyone in making these changes, almost ahead of our government. For me, I feel the Hill is the safest place in Mankato other than my home. So that's why I'm still going. Plus, you may or may not have seen pictures of me on Facebook with Sandra Arnson. And once we had to start wearing masks, I came in one day and Sandra had this big toothy grin on her face. And I said, I want one. And she made me one. So that day we were twins. And after that, we've each been different. And people say, make me a mask like that. And it's like, you just print a pair of lips on the printer and tape them to your mask. I guess Sandra and I figure if we can make one person smile, one person laugh. Although the one day, I think it was the day I had the lips on where I was biting my lips. And a couple of our sisters don't have televisions in their rooms. So then we put them in the big TV room for prayer. And I thought, well, I'll go sit with them. so they're not sitting there alone. There was two of them. And I came around the corner, and the one looked at me and got the giggles and could not stop. And I kept trying to say, shh, it's time for prayer. Shh. And she giggled all the more. But hey, we made him laugh.
Well, what else are you all doing for fun up there? Have you done your song yet?
No, we're still working on that because we really couldn't do it before Easter during Holy Week. But we have all the verses.
What song are you doing?
Thanks to a comment you made on one of my posts, Sister Act 7, The Pandemic, to the tune of I Will Follow Him. And there will be 6 of us, and we will go down in the conference room so we can maintain the at least 6 feet apart. And it will be Michael on piano, and my boss, Sister Irene, Sandra, and I, and then Sister Kate Duvall asked to be a part of it, and Sister Rita Schwalbe asked to be a part of it. So we're still working on things.
Is my favorite Sister Mary Kay Ash going to be there recording it?
Mary Kay Ash will be there recording it. And depending upon what time of day, she may actually live stream it to the sisters. But otherwise, we'll definitely record it, and then she'll be able to play it on our in-house televisions and stuff. And I'm sure she will give me a copy. So then we just need to figure out what to do with it.
Well, there's always Quarantini Time. So besides working with these super awesome nuns, which every time I'm home, we always come up and have lunch with them and with you, and it's always fun to see them. You've also started your own little business called Sid's Sweet Treats.
Yes, it's been a little slow during quarantine time simply because by the time we deal with everything at the office and then get home, I'm pretty wiped out. So right now it's not a big money maker. Although Jennifer and I did very well at a craft sale in Henderson, Minnesota, and all we sold that day was fudge.
What else do you make for Sid's Sweet Treats?
Oh, there's cookies, there's cupcakes. If you check out the Facebook page, I did post a picture of my Irish car bomb cupcakes.
That is facebook.com/Sydelle's Treats, SYDELLES TREATS.
Wow, you know more about that than I do. And pies. I haven't put any pies on there yet either. So I'm slowly working at it. And your Easter fudgy bunnies will be coming in the mail sometime next week. There are 7 different flavors of fudge. And you know what? You could order some, Amy, for when Laura comes home to sort and clean out my house, and she could bring it back. Although on the airplane, I took some out to California to the Jesuits out there, and my bag got searched. So I don't know what they thought the fudge bricks were.
Amy does not live in Colorado anymore, so she will be losing out.
Oh, sorry, Amy. What can I say?
Well, at the end of every show,
Yes.
I like to do this questionnaire that was inspired by James Lipton. Are you ready?
Sure, why not? I raised 4 kids. I can do anything.
If you've watched the show, you know that this happens at the end of every show.
I've watched a couple.
What is your favorite word?
Oh, dear Lord in heaven. I guess it would have to be interesting because in my years at the Newman Center, there was one of those students who one day counted how many times I said, well, that's interesting.
What is your least favorite word?
I guess I've never thought about that. The one that really irritates me that I feel some people use too much is the F word. Why?
Who would you most like to be in a stay-at-home quarantine with?
Oh, gosh, Mom.
Oh, because she could cook you all the things?
Yeah, I wouldn't have to do any cooking.
Who would you least like to be in a stay-at-home quarantine with?
My 4 children, because after 3 days, they start fighting.
That's what Pat said. That's funny. We know that you don't like the F word. What is your favorite curse word? I hear you curse sometimes.
Yeah, probably shit.
What sound or noise do you love?
Music.
What sound or noise do you hate?
Rap music.
If you could only have one type of food during this stay-at-home quarantine, what would it be?
Fruits and vegetables. Does that count?
Sure.
Okay.
What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
I guess I'm doing it, Sid Sweet Treats. Not real full-time, but more than I am now, perhaps.
What profession other than yours would you not like to do?
I don't think I could wait tables again. Although, back to the profession that I would like to do. Bernie, my sister, and I were talking one time, and I said, flipping burgers sounds really good sometimes. And she says, no, no, no. Have you ever watched a street cleaner? And she said, they're hanging out the window and they're just kind of turning the wheel, la, 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 la. So maybe a street cleaner, I don't know.
And the last question tonight, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
He'll probably laugh. I was going to say been there, done that, but I didn't get to the pearly gates.
Just the light.
No, not even that. Come join the party.
There you go. And with that, thank you so much, Mom, for joining me tonight on Quarantini Time.
What fun.
It's been a blast.
It's been lots of fun. You behave out there.
All right, you too. Take
Love
care of
you
those
all.
old ladies on the hill.
Will do.